Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. A lot of work is going on and we got a lot of work to get to, so let's not waste too much time, but bring up to date what's going on. The cotton module harvester is in the last field, getting that cotton harvested. The T6 is in the furthest field, kind of over the big field with the little island in it. They're out there plowing that field. The McCormick is in the chicken field. They got the weeder and they're going ahead and weeding that field there. And yes, someone brought it up and I completely forgot about it. When I created that field, along with, it'll be the two fields up there over yonder, I did that with a subsoiler, which you can create fields and kind of acts like a plow, but since it's technically not a plow, the weeds will grow. So those two fields up there will have weeds in it as well, but I'm not going to worry about that until next year, until we plant whatever we got to plant to, and I'll get to that in a little while. So that's what's going on. We still got a lot more work to do here in the fields. About the only field that's completely prepped up, I do believe, is this one down here. This one's been plowed, fertilized, and limed. This will be the next one to get done, but you can see we got a lot of work to do. Another thing that I activated for the series now is the free landscaping by a landslide. And as I'm recording this, only one person said, no, pay for landscaping, but there was like 50 of you that said, no, free landscaping. Please, free landscaping. So, we will be doing free landscaping for the most part, I think. We'll see how it goes and how it moves along the series. But like I said, this is your guys' series as well. And most of you, so far all but one, has said, please, free landscaping. But the big thing for me today, and we're going to get to it right away, is Alien Jim's animated shed pack is out. So we're going to change some things around here. Not this shed here. I do like the looks of that shed. But this work shed right here, yeah, we're going to go ahead and demolish that one. Hopefully we got the money to do everything that I want to do. So I'll have to take it carefully. I'm not too worried about the money for the cotton module harvester. Just before I started recording, we went over the top of the hour. So I'm not going to lose another 10,000 for another hour on that. We're going to click on this work shed right here, and we're going to sell that. We're going to get like $3,600 back for it, but that's all right and good. So the one thing we definitely need down here, and I already forgot where that's going to be, is that under containers? Yeah, so we got a seed hut, and we should have a fertilizer hut as well. So I do want to put these down. I'm going to try to get these kind of squared up as best I can. Like that. And I do want to give myself some room here, because when I drive up, we're going to want to go ahead and put our stuff down. So $10,001, so that should be pretty good, like right there. And now the fertilizer hut, go right next to it, hopefully. Without colliding into it. That looks good. I say that looks really, really good. No more going to the store to buy bags of seed and fertilizer and whatnot. So there is step one, and money is already going out. But now you're saying, hey, we don't have a workshop. So why did I get rid of the workshop that we currently had? We could repair there, but we couldn't sell. Now, if I remember, the animated shed pack, that workshop there, we should be able to sell from there if I wanted to sell anything. And I couldn't repaint from this one either, so I wonder if I'll be able to repaint from this one here. Who knows? Let's go back into construction here, and this is going to be under sheds. No. Sorry. It's going to be under tools. We got to go under tools. So we got the workshop shed and the wash station. So, yep. If you're unfamiliar with this, we got to build them. And I'm thinking we're just going to go ahead and put them right over here, and we'll be taking care of some of this in the winter time. Do I really want to put it there? I got all the space over here. Now all the space over here eventually will be for more sheds. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to place this one down right there. All right, I want to come out of that because I want to build this. So you just got to come up to this little settings icon, and this on a PC anyways. Left click on your mouse, and it'll. Yeah, I'll have to take down that wonderful little pine tree there. Build it on up. So we got ourselves a beautiful workstation here. And this can actually work as a shed as well. We can probably place a few things in here. Don't know what I'll put in here, but we'll figure out something. Now, this is what I always, well, no, I shouldn't always like to do, but let's go back into construction. Let's go to tools. And now the wash station. I'm hoping to get this right. Can I kind of see? Well, we're going to try this. And hopefully it's lined up correctly. I hope this is the front, if I remember correctly. I hope the shingles go over and match into that one. Alright, that is pretty darn close, I think. Alright, it might be a little bit off, but you know what, I'm going to be okay with that. Anything bleeding into here? No. Yeah, I'm a little bit off on that. Oh, that might be one of those things I take care of off camera again. That may bug me a little bit, but I may go ahead and take care of that. And this is kind of bleeding into that wall a little bit, so I got to leave myself some room next time. That did overlap quite a bit. So now we got ourselves a wash station, and of course a beautiful working station there. And we notice I'm going with like a lot of the red color here. That's because it matches that shed. And usually I go with the stone kind of look, but overall not too bad. This pressure washer over here, we don't need that anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell that and get what little cash that we can from it. So let's go back into construction and whoops, and rotate the camera around here, and we will sell that as well. Perfect. That does leave me $33,000. I don't want to spend too much, but I do know I need like a workstation over at the cow barn because we have a lot of sheds over there. And since the buildings don't cost too much, let's go ahead and jump over there and we'll put that one down as well. Can I? I'm going to have to visit this way like this. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put it down here because the reason being we got one shed down here. Ready? Should be refueled. Who should be refueled? I don't know. Of course, Blake, tell me one of the... I'm guessing the cotton module harvester is probably close to being ready for refuel, but that should be fine. So all this equipment down here, once in a while, will need to be repaired. So we do have this one shed here, and we are going to keep this shed here as well. I'm going to keep that pressure washer there. I don't know if I want a complete wash station down here or not. But we're going to go ahead and put one... a workstation like right here. There'll be another shed there because that whole area down there is going to be like a vineyard or an olive grove. One or the other. Whatever comes first, I'm not too sure. So, I think the first thing we're going to do is let's go into the landscaping mode and give that a whirl here. Let's see here. I want to level on out. And let's widen our horizons here. How do I do... strength, L and K. Alright, so we're going to go like this, and this should be flattened out. Now, the only thing is with the money not going up and down, I can't actually see if it's actually doing anything. Why did that change? Don't know why that changed that, but now all the grass is disappearing. Alright, so we should be nice and flat in here. Looks like we are. I'll have to take care of this tree later on. Unless I want the same setup as I had over there, I could do the same thing. But maybe what we'll do is, since we're not... well, you know, do we have a red barn? Yeah, the barn is red, but we're far enough away from it. You know what? We did the red barns over there. Let's go with these stone ones over here. So let's go back into construction. And that's going to be under... tools. Had a thing there for a second. Yep, this one right here. Rotate this around like so, and we'll just pop it right there. Alright, so this is about as far as I'm going to go for now because that dropped us down to $20,000. So I don't want to go down too much because I still got a lot of work to still have to be done this year. We got to pay for some stuff. And, I mean, yeah, we'll be getting some money. And hopefully I can remember where the light switches are, because I usually forget where the light switches are on these sheds. Is there a light in here? I kind of forgot. There is. When I turn on that light, does it turn the light on in there? It does, so it's one light for both. Okay. I don't think I ever actually used the sheds on the side of the workstation. But we should be able to drive in here and repair. I think in 19 I could repaint from in here too. With the Seasons mod, but we shall see how it goes. Alright, so that's a lot of money out the window. That's Alien Jim's shed pack. Of course, we hardly even got to the sheds themselves. If you're unfamiliar with the sheds, you can kind of see. Let's see if I can kind of... I don't know if I'm going to be able to show them because they're going to be like the building ones too. So you can kind of see what, you know, we got like an open where you can just drive on through. He's got a whole bunch of different type of sheds here, which I'll probably be using on down the line. But we'll try to go with like a little stone look over here, I guess, to mix it on up. I got to get rid of these bushes here. Ooh, yeah, free landscaping, which we'll get into later on. But there is work to be done. Any of my workers actually close to being done. The T6 is close. The cotton module harvester. Oh, you're doing that thing again. All right. And yes, your fuel is getting low. I wonder how long you've been actually sitting here doing nothing. You know what? The heck with the worker. We'll work it ourselves and save ourselves some cash here. Because you didn't get the first headland done for me either. Which is kind of disappointing. So we got a lot of things at least. We got a lot of workers going on. That's why I don't want to spend any more cash. I think we spent enough already. But getting the seed and fertilizer hut down is good. I don't have to go all the way down to the store now to buy some stuff. So everything is going rather well here, I think. But I do have to kind of situate what I'm going to be doing next season here on the farm. We got a lot of fields. The sugar cane, a lot of people are saying, yeah, don't do all 4 fields. I'm thinking actually just doing 1 field of sugar cane, a couple fields of corn. We're going to try to do all the crops that we can make into products anyways. So the corn will be made into popcorn. I think soy and oats, we might get into soy and oats. We can make a whole bunch of soy drink, oat milk, not oat milk, oat drink or oatmeal. So I think we're going to have a whole bunch going on here next season. I was kind of glad to see the animated shed pack coming out. I've been waiting there for a while so I could keep driving on down to the store to buy a bag here, bag there. It's going to be nice to pull up and just top off your container and not have to buy like a gazillion bags, it seems like. I'm hoping I can finish this cotton harvest here without running out of fuel. I think we should be able to. And now that the headland is done. Almost. Dude, that is a lot of cotton left for the amount of little fuel that we have left. So a lot of work needs to go into these fields here before winter time. And our production buildings are definitely going to be going out full force, making fabric and then making some clothing. I want to get the big barn. Did I call it the big barn or the big red barn? Either way, I want to get that up and going sometime soon. We are making tomato sauce in there currently. Alright, so I'm just going ahead and get this cotton field done here. Shouldn't take me too long. If I run out of fuel, then I'll have to figure that out, but I think we'll be good to go. And hopefully by the time I get this done and get some things situated, we'll be moving the T6 around. The McCormick won't take too long weeding that field. They can go back to picking up stones. A lot of shoveling around to do, but a lot of work to do. Looks like we're going to be all set without having to add fuel to this. Not that would be a big deal, as I would have to drive over and just put in a few gallons of diesel. But I think we're going to be more than fine here. So with the 1 module on the field, that should be a 20,000 liter, and we're going to have probably somewhere around 12,000 maybe when I get done here. So 32,000 more liters going to tighten it to make some fabric. already are looking forward to April when all that, well, I shouldn't say all of it. It's not going to be done all in April. But you know what I'm saying. When all those clothes are ready to be sold. Bring a whole bunch of cash. Yeah, next year I am hoping in the springtime to be able to afford getting maybe a drill and a planter. And while I'm on the topic of that, because it's been asked a couple times, what is the difference between a drill and a planter? They basically do the same thing, but the difference between a drill and a planter is basically for seed that is bigger that a seed drill cannot handle. So it also has the way the seed drill puts the seed into the ground. So mostly it injects the seed at a certain depth for the typical seed that it is, and it can't handle bigger seeds like corn and those types of seeds anyways. So that's why there's a planter. And a planter can't do the smaller seeds that a drill can. So basically it comes down to size. Size does matter, I'm just saying. But basically that's the gist of it. I mean, there's a lot more to it, but the main thing is the size of the seeds and what matter. Let's go ahead and empty out this module here. And then I can return this here. And while I'm here, though, I want to go ahead and delete the current course that we're on here. I do have 2 of the workers that are done, so that's good. Alright, I will fold it back up, but we're just going to go ahead and go to the store page here and leasing. Yeah, we got things leased everywhere, don't we? The cotton module harvester we are done with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just making sure, because that's a big expense if I goof up, right? All right, so we are all set with that. Now let's go ahead and who else is done here? The T6 is done. All right, let's go grab the T6. And let me go ahead and clear that course there for the T6 so it doesn't get too confused. And then we'll get started plowing the next field. And this is the field I'll be working in next, probably with a Fent. Probably spread some fertilizer down. And then I'll probably pick up the rocks afterwards. And then probably spread some lime down. I think the McCormick is done. So if the McCormick's done, I'll put them on rock duty. Alright, come over to here, and this one here. Create job. This field is a target. We'll kind of start you in this general area right here. 5 headlands with the plow is usually good. And first waypoint is where you should start. But I gotta start you because you're gonna try to fold the plow in. That doesn't fold in. So I'll bring you over and get you started. And get to work. Alright, so we should be done weeding this field here. And no crop was harmed during the working, which is always good. The weeder, I am technically done with. I know I got those 2 fields up there, but pulling the weeds out now is not going to help it because it's going to be a long time before, about another 6 months before we actually work in that field. So don't really need, don't think I need this for anything. No, so that's the wrong button. Let's go in here to the weeder, and we will return that as well. Got to keep my mind on the lease stuff. I'm not used to leasing stuff, and sometimes I forget about it. And next thing you know, midnight comes, and I'm like, what's with all the leasing fees? I'm like, oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff that we were leasing. Does anyone know where I put my stone picker? That is a good question. I'm going to say it's over by the lime spreader. That's what I'm going to say it's doing. And yes, the stone picker is over here. Go ahead and attach that and get you back to work. The wage fees today are going to be through the roof. But what you going to do about it? It's got to be done. And let's be honest, we'll be making a whole bunch of cash off this. It's just that the upfront fees are what kill you sometimes. All right, so create job. Yep, this field here. Do that. And then 3 passes should be good. Generate a course. And then if I just go ahead and start job, you should be good to go. And then we'll be grabbing the Fent. I'm going to grab those 2 cotton module harvesters, get them over to tight knit so there's in the storage. And my worker is kind of... Are you figuring it out? Are you all set? Can I leave you alone and you're going to be okay? Or do I have to go ahead and figure it out for yourself? I think you're fine. I like using Courseplay over the in-game worker. A couple of reasons. One, because I got the workers' wages in half. I think it's at half, right? 50%. Yeah, we're at 50%. And yeah, sometimes the in-game workers tend to, well, used to. Since I don't use them at all in 22, I don't know how they actually work. I think they would have gotten better, but in the past they used to be problematic. So I'll just go ahead and use Courseplay in the meantime. Anyways, I need to get over to the Fent, which is here. And I need to deliver these cotton module harvesters over to tight knit. And then I can get rid of this leased equipment as well. So another question I was asked, why don't I, because I got the fertilizer spreader on the front, that's why it's coming back to me. Why don't I fertilize in the front and put the lime down in the back? Which is a good idea. The issue, well, the small issue being is they're both different working widths. So I think, what is this, like a 42 meter working width for the fertilizer spreader, and I think the lime spreader is only like 12 or 15, somewhere in that area. So I'd be putting down a lot more fertilizer than I need to, double, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's just easier to put the lime down and then, or sorry, fertilizer first, then lime down later on. All right, let's get these 2 modules delivered. And then I'll be working the field with this worker over here, putting the fertilizer down. And then following up behind him with some lime. Hopefully we got enough lime to get that field done. I think that's a field that needs lime. That's why I left the lime spreader there. Fingers crossed, if we got enough lime, I'm going to go up and take care of the 2 fields that are probably going to be canola next year. We'll get to that as well. Alright, last module to go into tight knit. Should have plenty of storage here. Make sure that it's going to be taking it first of all. It is. Look at the amount of cotton that we have in there currently. Well, we still got 12,500 liters of wool. And cotton we're going to have a lot. 168,000 liters. So that's going to be doing a lot of fabric. That's all I'm going to say. So lease stuff. Let's go in here and let's return that. We do not need that anymore. Good to go. And that's going to be working for a long time. They need to be working 24/7 in there. And when I get enough fabric over here to sew what, we'll be turning that on. And they'll be going ahead and making a whole bunch of clothes for us. All right, let's skip over to here. And yeah, fertilize first. And then put lime down. That way when we plant in it, we're all good to go. A little difficult to see where I've been, but I think we'll be okay. Hopefully we're not in the way of the McCormick, but I don't think we will be. If we are, I'll get out of his way because he's going to be going a lot faster than what we are. So now that's been about 2 videos in No Man's Land so far in 4K. I should I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point that all my videos are going to be in 4K as far as I can see in the future. It's going rather well. Just a couple of things about the 4K videos. I know a couple people said they probably won't watch in 4K because, yeah, if you're on a data plan, that will chew into your data plan quite a bit. So I don't want to say a negative, but one person did say that to them it was still, parts of it were blurry. So just let me know if you are seeing blurry parts in the videos or not. Not too sure. I don't watch the whole video myself because by the time I record it, edit it, and render it, I think I've seen enough of my own video. I'm not going to sit down and watch the final part after uploads anyways. But yeah, just let me know if you're seeing some situations where it seems blurry or whatnot. Got to make sure I get all the settings right when I render the video. I don't think I was getting the whole edge of the field there. I was waiting for the McCormick to come around, but for some reason he is going slower than I thought he would. So on the sugar, if I keep saying sugar beet, I apologize. It should be sugar cane. That's how often I do sugar cane. I keep just saying sugar beet. But when we do the sugar beet, since we're only going to be doing one field, I'm probably going to use the correct planter for it. Since we're only doing one field, I know it's going to be, it shouldn't be that bad because we're only going to be doing one field. And of course we'll be using the harvester for it as well. So I'm not going to go ahead and get a planter and do an 8-meter wide planter of sugarcane. But we got a lot of expenses for next year. Got to put down the sugar factory. Like I said, I would like to get a new drill and possibly another plant. Well, not another planter. A new planter. A trailer would be good. We have a lot of grain going. Oh, you're doing the back and forth stuff now. You're done with your headlands? Or are you just doing circles over there? This is what I'm paying my workers for, to do circles. Yeah, so the two fields over there that we created, I'm probably going to go with canola and put some beehives down there. And I'll probably be going with the big ones. This field here, like I said, I'm not too sure. This might be the corn field. The field in front of us, that is going to be the sugar cane. And I think that leaves two more fields. And like I said, I probably will put oats down in those, so we can make oat drink or oatmeal. I'll probably go with the oatmeal. So I think that covers it all, right? I think that's all the fields. Oh, and I do have one field in front of the cabin as well, so I may put oats in that also. Now, the one thing I got to be careful of is I'm getting kind of used to the modded no handcuffs mod for the production buildings that we have on the base game. Well, it takes the base game production buildings, and basically what the no handcuffs mod does, it multiplies the capacity and the output by 5. So it can hold 5 times as much, and it produces 5 times as much. So I got to be careful, like the big red barn that we put down, that when we got the mod hub a couple episodes ago. I don't know what the capacity of that building is and what the output of that building is. So yeah, we just got to be a little bit careful of that kind of situation there. But you know, if we get too much, that's what we got a silo for. We'll stick some stuff in there. So the sale of our clothing next year, our furniture next year, all that money is probably going to go into production buildings. Of course, we're still selling the bread. We'll have tomato sauce. We got eggs. Money's coming in from everywhere. Boy, this angle here from the sun, it's hard to see where I've been. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, yep, this field does need lime. So, I have no idea how much lime is left in here, and how much is left in our stone crusher. I think we got like 6 or 16,000 liters left in there. So the one thing I've noticed, and you might be able to see it in front of us, is, of course, we put fertilizer down, and the stone picker came over, and you can see how it changes state of the field. So you can see how the darker soil is here. Maybe if I face away from the sun, you can see it. You can see the darker soil where the fertilizer went down, and it was dark here, like it is over here. But when he came over, he changed the state of the field. So technically, I could put another layer of fertilizer down after he picked up stones as well. So that's kind of interesting. But we're here to go ahead and put down some lime. And let's see, I got about 15,000 liters of lime. So we'll get done what we can get done and then go top off if I need more, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to. And as you can see, I'm not going to be very particular about getting every square inch of the field. Just try to get most of what we can. But now with the cotton harvest done, we can focus on prepping the fields for next year. Probably in a couple more episodes here, once I get all the fields squared away. Might be even next episode, don't know, but we'll get into some landscaping. I think we'll go around and touch up the production buildings, start making them look, you know, instead of just a building with grass all around it, we'll start putting down some, we'll do some landscaping. But the trees and stuff, I may pay for. The landscaping is just, the landscaping tool is just for free for leveling, doing the terrain, painting, so like painting in the roads and painting in grass, bushes. That is all free. Actually, I don't know. Does that actually include trees? I did not look. I didn't even use it. I just got on the mod hub, downloaded it, and well, we started recording. So I'm not sure if it counts trees as free or not. We may have to put a tree down just to see, because I like putting myself down the trees. I like how they look in the fall when leaves change. Get all the pretty colors on the map. Yeah, so I think we're all set. I think I got a good thing going for next year. Like I said, this will be corn, canola, sugar cane, and then the rest of the fields will be oats. And then the chicken field is already going. I probably should check the season page to see when these crops got to go in. My brain is still stuck on the Farming Simulator 19 season geos I was using. So I'm used to always being able to plant like wheat and barley in the spring, and yeah, that's not the case anymore. So what I probably should do now while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and just turn that off for a second. Let's go into this page right here. All right, so we want to plant oats. Okay, so oats will be March and April. Corn is in April. Where is the canola? Okay, so canola is a no. We could do sunflowers, I guess. I'm trying to remember, do the bees help the canola, potatoes, and what's the other crop they help out on? Hang on a second. Let's go down to the help menu. Where are animals? Is it under general? Types. Bees. Here we go. Canola, sunflower. Okay, sunflower and potatoes. So, yeah, we'll probably swap out the canola for... Nope, wrong button. We'll swap out the canola for... Wrong button again. We'll get it. So, sunflowers. Yeah, sunflowers. So, swap out the canola for sunflowers. We get those planted in the springtime. So, oats, canola, sunflower, and sugar cane. So, March and April is going to be a lot of planting. And we'll be good to go, right? And now we're not going to be planting anything else? No, we're not. All right. Question is, will I have the money? That's going to be the thing, right? We got to have the money for it. In April, we'll be selling the clothes. So, I think we got about 200 grand from our clothes in April. Somewhere in there, right? That seems about pretty darn close. And between him picking up the stones and me putting down the lime, he's going to delete my lime to see where I've been, but I think we'll figure it out. So all three tractors are being used currently. T6 is plowing, McCormick is picking up stones, and the Fent, we are spreading lime down the field. But the thing is, we are getting work done. I do want to try one more thing out here before we end the episode. Hang on a second there, Mr. McCormick. Let me go ahead and cover you up in some lime there. I do want to go ahead and jump into the Mac Anthem truck, and I want to bring the trailer into the workstation. See if I can see if it's possible to repaint inside that workstation. Although I'm probably not going to repaint it because the fee is going to be ridiculously high. But we'll go give it a whirl here in just a moment. When I run out of lime, that is. Which might be in a couple more headlands. Well, I got most of the field done. I think what I got left in the stone crusher should be able to take care of that field with some lime. I want to get back there as soon as I can, though, because if he keeps on working there, it may be harder for me to see where I've been. But there's a couple things I want to try out while we're going to be back here at the main farm. As the T6 gets on, lovely. I think, well, who's going to finish first? The T6 plowing that field or the McCormick picking up stones? It's going to be a drag race to the finish. This winter, we'll be cutting down some trees also. That's not a good way to pull into there. Let's try that a little bit better. And this is take what we got. I think it's going to fill up like 2/3 of the way full. Okay, maybe not even halfway. It's all right. Let's go ahead and just turn it off for a moment. Now, I have heard that the trucks have a hard time pulling over 50 or 55,000 liters of stuff. So, I think this tanker that we got is like 30,000, something like that, which should be more than enough. Alright, so can I repaint from in here? Let's see here. Nope, we can only repair. We can't repaint from in here. Well, we'll repair the Anthem truck while we're here. Alright, so we can't can I sell from in here? Not that I want to sell anything, but no, I can't sell from in here either. So that kind of sucks. Not that the selling part's not a big deal. The repainting... Yeah, I mean, let's face it, I'm not going to repaint anything either at this point. Although this tanker, I kind of would like to, but it's not that big of a deal. It can get rather expensive, as we all know. And let's turn that off now. Another thing I want to try out, like I said, is, are the trees going to be free? Let's go down here to so what. And let's just back up here a little bit. And we go to here, construction, landscaping, trees. Now it's going to show the price here. What is this? A large birch tree. Alright, so that does say 800. So if I just go ahead and just go... Alright, so the trees are not free. But if I go to plants... So when I do the planting here, you see this should be like $100 per. That's not affecting anything. So if I go back to regular grass here. I said regular grass here. Yeah, that doesn't charge nothing. So the trees aren't free, which is good, so I don't have to adjust that. What about this, just to make sure here? Yeah, so that doesn't cost us anything doing that kind of stuff. So that's a free landscaping tool that is on the Giants Mod Hub. Let's go ahead and fix that. So we'll have to look at that later on. So I'm glad the trees are not free, but the painting and the landscaping, what you got, most of you guys wanted, just one person so far said no. How much fabric do we got here? Not enough. Not enough to turn that on, so I'll wait another day to go ahead and take care of that. But I am getting work done here, and speaking of getting some work done, I need to go get this rest of this field done before that guy blocks off for what we have. Now, what I might do, since we are running out of lime anyways, since I got the station right behind here, and you know what, because I'm probably going to do it anyways, let's go over here and we'll top this on off with some lime, because I got other fields to do already. I may go up and take care of those, the fields that will be sunflower. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. So this is filling up with some lime. You can see the money is going on down for that. Lime's not that expensive anyways, but I don't have any more lime in our crush over there. Our stone picker is going to have a lot of stones in it, but not enough to get the fields taken care of. Actually, while I'm here, can I go ahead and... I'm kind of in the zone to fill up with fertilizer. No, it's not going to let me do both at the same time. Either way, I'll go ahead and get this taken care of. So I'm going to get the lime spread in this field right here, and I'm going to go up here and put fertilizer down and lime down in these fields. Actually, no, this lime. These should already be fertilized once because we plowed in the grass, right? Nope. And needs rolling, needs lime. Yeah, it's got one stage of fertilization in it already, so just lime only on that. So when we plant the sunflower, we'll make sure that it's also on. No, I need that open, please. Yep. Can I fill up with fertilizer? Which one's the fertilizer? Is it this one? Is it bugging out because I got two pieces of equipment and it doesn't know which one it should be doing? Let me close that. There we go. Now it fills up. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. So let's just forget about it. And the rain's coming, so I need to get this work done. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.